On the echelon of all the entities and ETs out there, what is the top level?
Serpents.
The serpents. And the reptilians are below them.
They're below them.
And then everyone else is below that, pretty much.
And the reptilians infest every single planet to some extent. The serpents sit back and run things from their position.
As far as where, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are you telling me there's more planets beyond that?
Absolutely. There's 39 total, and they go out much farther than Pluto.
And are there any in between Pluto and Earth?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
The only one I know a little bit about is the one that orbited between Jupiter and Mars, was a planet called Man. Lou Baldwin wrote a book and describes the fantastic society that was there. I think there was 100 billion people there. They had tremendous innovations. Their buildings were, made of gold and silver and highways of diamonds. It was really something. That plan did not fit into the agenda that the serpents had. And the serpents, I've told you, are the head of everything that goes on in this universe. At least those that have a physical body. And for some reason, and I don't know the reason, Planet Man was not in their agenda, and they blew it up. It took them 1.5 seconds to eliminate a planet that was 2 times as big as Earth with 100 billion people. And in 1.5 seconds, nothing was left except the asteroid belt. All the stuff gold and stuff we find on the surface of the Earth, that's from the Planet Man. That's stuff that's been falling down. And all of the meteor showers that we have each year, I think there's like 10 of them, different type of meteor, those come from the Planet Man disintegrating, or as it disintegrated, and that's when we meet that particular part of man, it rains down on the Earth.
Of all the origin stories out there on planet Earth, which appeals to you the most?
The one that Lou Baldwin wrote about in his books, and the fact that we were just engineered and planted here by an ET race. The Bible is pretty much allegorical.
What about the plants and the animals and all the different types of flora and fauna on this planet? Was that also engineered by these?
Absolutely everything. Every mosquito, every bug, every cockroach, everything.
Well, look at it. That's
carefully engineered by the serpent race.
And do they have technologies that can heal us and also clean up this planet, since we do have a problem damaging the planet?
The planet Earth has been here for 13 billion years, not 5 as NASA tells
Right.
you. It has seen at least 100 civilizations far more advanced than we are. And there's remnants of those civilizations under the Sea of Japan, under the Sahara, there's all kinds of remnants around, just right under our nose. There's not a possibility that we could do anything to damage the planet. The carbon footprint that we hear, totally BS. Global warming, total BS. I mean, there's not a single thing that humans, who for all practical purposes only been here for 1,000 or more years, could damage anything on the planet Earth.
What do you know about the pyramids? Very interesting.
I've had a chance to crawl up in them. When I lived there in Cairo between 1980 and 1882, it was still open. And we were able to climb all the way up and walk these huge 100-ton blocks, fit within 1/10,000th of an inch. I'll tell you one thing, the Egyptians did not build them.
Who built them?
ET built them. They were energy sources, like generators. And what they did is they used the sympathetic vibration of the Earth to create power. And there's thousands of pyramids all over the world, but they're all deactivated now.
And I noticed recently that the news is coming out slower and slower about the revealing of Antarctica, that they may have found something. And how are they going to release that? Because that also indicates extraterrestrial presence, a civilization that was unknown to us before. I heard they're down there, taking Mayan stuff and Egyptian stuff and mixing it all up together to discombobulate National Geographic scientists when they go down there to first let them in. As we know, it's been inhabited forever.
Yeah. Apparently, whoever occupies Antarctica is not one bit interested in telling us or showing us anything. And they made that very clear to the government. And we are not supposed to go down there. There's a small presence, and every once in a while, somebody will see something. For instance, C-130 crew that Linda Moulton Howe interviewed, and they accidentally saw one of the huge openings where you could see a city down in there. But they don't want us to know anything that went on.
You're aware of that treaty the United Nations has that every country signs if they want to be part of it. And in that treaty, it states that you're not allowed, your country is not allowed to go to Antarctica. I heard about this.
I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I heard about it. I don't know if it's going to investigate that as well.
Very interesting.
And why would they put that in there is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Another red flag. John, what happened with Buzz Aldrin? Why did he go down there?
Probably out of curiosity, but apparently he became violently ill. And he made a statement when he got back that he had seen evil, pure evil. Now, he didn't explain that, and I don't know what he meant, but he made the statement.
Have you ever heard about, the Pleiades and the Orion star systems visiting us here on Earth and other planets?
Yeah, we've been visited by thousands of ET civilizations. But when people say, well, if I wanted to meet an alien, how would I do that? And I say, just go down to the strip there. They hang around the stratosphere. Mm-hmm. And the way you can tell is if somebody looks just a little bit different, like their ears are just a little bit odd or their nose a little bit odd, just go behind them and think real hard, I know you're an alien. And they'll go like that. They'll turn like that because they'll be caught off guard. And you see you're alien.
Yes, excellent. I teach that too. John, do you think we're living in a holographic universe? I mean, are we in the Matrix? Is it really us? Or are we looking through the eyes of a shell here and our soul is somewhere else?
Emery, is certainly possible. If there's unlimited dimensions, just imagine how infinitely possible that would be. Our universe, we're told that it all started with the Big Bang 19 billion years ago. That's totally false. There was no Big Bang. There was no dark energy. It's all total BS. The universe has been here forever, and it's going to be here forever.
Right, and we're not at a high enough IQ and consciousness to grasp, what really did happen. And that's the other point. We must, get out there.
E.T. and the government spend untold resources to confuse you. Mm-hmm. They have the Dracos and this thing and those guys there and the Orions and everything else. It's just to confuse you, to keep you from figuring out the truth. And it's such an effort to do that. There's no way you're going to overcome that.